Yes, please. We're here at the Winston this morning, so the aim for the day is just to keep the kids entertained. So there's Peter already in, already on. The aim is to catch a couple of gully sharks today, and later throughout the day we'll find a cob bank and we will fish for some cob, maybe some galjoen, and if there's a bronzy hole or a bronzy lip, we'll fish for a bronzy as well. For the morning to start off, you're going to fish for the spotted gully sharks. So yeah, hopefully they're going to be wild this morning. Peter is on with his first try.
That's a fun. Good morning, beautiful.
You're right. Is jy reg vir 'n spot? Voel jy beter? Andre was a little bit sick, and I caught the same story from him. Yeah, but he feels a lot better. I feel better, with a little bit of a cough, but I'm alright. Right. Lekker Piet. Hey, dis 'n galjoenvanger 'n vis verloor. There's another try. Someone lost a very big cob, and there's the cob. Wat is dat hoor? Circle it right in the corner of the meow. Tangled in some braid. Cool, denk ik. Ja, ik heb beginners judge. Ja. Ja, lekker. Rustig gooi. Guys, so my bait is a mullet head, some flaps around, and then I just took the scraps and beat it quite a lot with the hammer or with the mallet, and just tied it on a little bit with cotton, latex cotton that is, just to let it disperse in the water quite easily and keep the bait quite soft. It's key that your bait is soft when you're fishing for a gully shark. I will show you the trace that I'm using. There's two traces that you can use to spot gully sharks, especially here in Namibia, but I'll show you that a little bit later on. Let me just get this bait in. The spot is you need to be patient, so that it pulls you completely flat and a bit, and then set it like that. There we go. Weed on my line there. Got some salad. We'll shake it off. rock there. Get away from that rock. Monkey pit. Okay, there we go. And then just klap hy nou vir my. There you go. There we go. Fairly decent Namibian spotted gully shark here in the Winston. And yeah, gave me a good tussle. Let's get it back. Started off a little bit slow this morning, but hopefully they will come on the bite. Well, this was my first throw, but I waited about 10 minutes for the bite. Lekker.
Lekker.
Okay, I'm just going to show you a quick and easy bait that I use for the gully sharks. I like to use a bit of foam in my bait. That is just to, it's not really going to float it up high, it's just going to not be on the sea floor and on the bottom. So that gully shark, the bait will be down, imagine this is rocks, the bait will be down here and the gully will smell it, but he can't get his head into it. This will just keep it up, just out of a bit of the seaweed and the grass, and just off the floor in the easy reach of the gully shark. So yes, these flies are horrible. So the mullets are not of the best quality, but they seem to work. So what I like to do, just cut off the tail. Show you guys later on why I do that. I only scale this first section. You'll also see a little bit later why. Then I go like 2/3 of the mullet. I go at the angle down onto the bone, cut all along the bone to the head, and I do exactly the same on the other side. Yes, this knife is blunt. Sheesh. Okay, then I just turn my knife, cut off that bone, take the bone out, leave all the guts, and then I open the head. Yes, quality is bad. Okay, so now your head is open. Place my hook just underneath, put it through, really shallow. Put my dangle in, so sort of close it up. Take our cotton and we're gonna close the head. This is a really old school bait, but it's just using a dangle. Then really important, tie above the nose. Okay, just to secure it there. Now what you're going to do, you're going to take this mullet that is not of the best quality, and you're going to fold it over. Shape it with a hand. See, it's in a little ball. And we cotton it. Latex. Make sure that everything is closed up, dangle loops nice and proud and nice out, so that we can clip our sinker. Not too much cotton. You want to keep your bait fairly soft. Okay, and you can secure it once more. and then underneath the hook as well. A cotton underneath the hook is just when it hits the water, so that your bait doesn't push over. Doesn't happen often, but it does happen from time to time. Then I take our hammer, and this piece that is left, I just beat that to pieces. And that bone as well. That bone has a lot of smell in it. A lot of oil, a lot of smell. Beat that thing. Guts and everything. Then I just take all of this and I slap it on top of my hook there. See, it's nice and soft and mushy. And I just tie it on gently, not too much, just so that it stays on during the cast, and once it hits the water it can disperse. And also the peckers and the barbel will come and peck on that, and then the base of the bait is still there. Good and simple. There we go. See, just a round ball shape. Hook is nice and proud. Seven ounce grab sinker. And you clip our bait. Once it hits the water, it detaches itself. Okay, let's gooi. 'n Barberkoning. Well, that wasn't long for the second one to find the bait. On. Oof. Feels like another good gully. Okay, here we go. Lekker, it's lekker fun, guys. Let's get it back. Okay, just to explain to you guys the tackle and the gear that I'm using, as well as the trace. Let me just get this camera here, a better angle. That just has to do. Okay, so you're fishing fairly heavy tackle. I'm using the Horizon Championship Edition number 8, as you guys can see there. Yeah, it allows you to throw a fairly big bait, and you have all the pulling power you need to pull these fish out of the reefs. The number 7 and number 6 will work as well, but I prefer to use the 8 when I really need to pull. And then I am fishing the Saltiga 18,000. I've got a 20,000 spool on here, and that is loaded with 65 pound JDB DNA. Now the 65 pound JDB DNA is actually an 80 pound braid, as it is a US spec braid, so it's always The DNA grade, if you want to fish with 80 pound, you need to buy 65. If you want to fish with 65, you need to buy 50. If you want to fish with 50, you need to buy the 40 and so forth. 30, there's a 40 and a 20 is a 30. So anyway, in short, that is it. And then I'm using a 180 pound JDB DNA leader. That is tied with an FG knot to the braid leader. That is about 6 meters long, and that goes onto my trace directly. So the trace here that we use is, you guys can see I have a swivel there that is tied on like a long tag end. I was too lazy to clip off the tag end, doesn't matter. That goes onto tennis racket cable, tennis racket string, and with a short biting trace, or fairly short, actually a little bit, actually quite a longish biting trace. The biting trace is about, I'd say 45 to 50 centimeters. It needs to be wider than 100 kilo bronzie's mouth. So if you hook the bronzie in the side of its mouth and the cable swings over, it still needs to bite onto the wire and not behind the wire and onto the tennis racket string. So I've got a 10 BKK dangle with a little bit of foam, 45 to 50 centimeters of 120 pound carbon coated wire that is tied with a figure of 8. Got a short stopper right there that I tie on, and on that there's a bead with a swivel that is sliding. So that is my sinker trace. You can see it there. That's my sinker, 7-hour sinker. That is sliding on my trace, and yeah, you guys can see it is sliding there. That is just for the gully shark. Like I said, when it eats you, you need to give it that little let it go, let it go. Once it's flat, don't strike immediately. It needs to go flat and then a little bit more for that hook to set, because often you miss the gully sharks or the hook tears out because the water is a little bit colder, the mouths are a bit harder, and gully sharks has a big round jawbone, and you need to get around that jawbone and set the hook properly. So yeah, that is the basics. And I think Zandra has got a clean tennis racket string trace on there. I'm gonna quickly show you his trace. That is when you fish only for gullies only. I just had this trace on. There might be a cow shark in the water, and there might be a bronzy. The spot we're fishing at the moment is solidly a spotted gully shark. The chances of hooking a bronzy or a cow shark is not very likely in this specific spot, but if you're going to fish some other spots, there might be a bronze whaler or a cow shark. But anyway, let me just quickly show you Zandre's trace. Okay, so here's the trace that Zandre is using. Excuse me. It's basically exactly the same as you would tie a full metal jacket, but it's only tied with tennis racket string. I think the tennis racket string is 1.28 millimeters. The rocks is what we use. So that's just a swivel tied onto the tennis racket string. For him it's a little bit shorter to his bead with the swivel. For him it's about just over a meter. I like to make mine about a 1.5 meters. Then there's a stopper right there for the sinker, and then a short hook trace. This one is about 30 centimeters, but we like to use like 25 to 30 centimeters. Dangle, bit of foam. I see Andre has made a perfect spotted gully shark bait there, and he's using a 90 BKK, and I'm sure he's going to get a bite on this bait. Looks beautiful. See what we mean? You need something that is got a lot of smell, and you don't want your bait to be too hard, and that's basically what you're looking for. Where's Andre? Okay, stick him, Stinky. Seems like things are heating up here. Is Mornay on? You on, Pip? Is Peter on? Is Mornay on? To be over is daai.
Veel koeien.
sy drag? Netjies.
Lekker man.
Mooi spotties, nee?
Goed spot.
Ja.
Iets. Aha.
Double up spotties.
Naughty spotty.
Lekker, boys.
Lekker.
Okay. Is JC on? Just having a little snack here. Smiley man.
En nou, met erop.
Maak vast in jou drek. Kom, stap, trek. Tel 'n bietjie op, Druk vas die spoel. Nee, hardop daar aan je poot toe. Mooi, het op.
Jij gaat hem terugzetten. Dan zet je vast terug.
Tel hem op.
Maniki, tel hem op.
Tel hem onder die bors op, JC.
Tel hem hier. Tel hem hier op.
Zij, leg eens daar een beetje op. Ah, zij. Lekker. Oké, zet hem terug. Pound the potato. Oh, I feel rocks with this one. Is it going to cut me off or is it not going to cut me off? That's the question. Same as.
Klip.
Some more bite. I could feel the rocks while it was eating me. Knew it's going to cut me off. Well, that one cut me off now. But as it went down, I could feel the rocks already. And I just knew it's going to be a cut off. Anyway, catch another one. But here's Pit on again.
Gaat hij. Hij gaat er weer zwemmen.
Dat is beter.
Baie beter.
Hang het, Piet, hang het. Hier hang het. Kom maar meisje, vis gaan vang hom. Coming in. Wat die hel? En dan geëet en gespook al agter soos 'n groot vis, jy gesien? En nee, skielik dis dit.
Skielik jy 2 aangehad.
It's a bit disappointing.
Moeilijk, né?
Well, this little male ate like a proper gully, hooked it and it felt like a proper gully, and then out comes this little guppy.